Hello and welcome. This is Cara Brandon of CaraBrandonCreations, and today I have 3 brand new journal kits that I would like to share with you. I'm going to do things a little bit differently. Usually I show the pages, but this kit is a little bit different. So I wanted to show you the journal put together. So there's 2 versions of the journal with prompts, and then there's one without prompts. So I'm going to back up just a second. So last year, Dear Julie had a video series where she reflected on her previous year and made goals for her upcoming year. And so it's kind of a take on that. I kind of put my own spin to it, and then I made it into a journal. So I think this is something really cool that we can then think about our year coming up and reflect on our previous year and then kind of have it as a keepsake for years to come. So I think that's pretty fun. All right, so it's a single signature, and let me show you. So there's some fussy cuts that I'll show you in a minute, but here is the cover. And again, there's some fussy cuts that I have some numbers that you can add to the wreath if you want, or you could draw in, or whatever you want, but this part I've added. So then there are background pages that you can print on the backs of all of the images or the main journal pages. So you can make it double-sided, or of course you can leave it and just have single-sided. There's lots of quotes that I've added. In a separate kit, there are envelopes, so we'll get to that. So this is a background page. But then let's get to the main part of the journal. So this is one of the first prompts, or the first prompt. And it says, reflect on this past year. Write down your accomplishments, big and small, and what stands out. So here's some lined paper that is provided for you to write and reflect or doodle. And then I've added another one of the quotes. So there's lots of space, especially if you print front and back. There's a lot of writing space in the journal. All right, on the next one, our next prompt is, out of your accomplishments this past year, what are you most proud of and why? So it goes through and it prompts you to kind of think about things from this last year, and then you'll see that there's things to kind of think about for the future. And then there's a separate tag kit that you can add if you want to add tags, and again, there's more quotes. So here's another page with more prompts, and this one with the biggest lessons. So then, it just guides you through the prompts, and then you would take time and fill these out. After Christmas, I'm actually going to show you how I made my journal, and then I'm going to kind of work through these prompts to kind of give you some ideas, at the end of the year as I'm doing mine and getting prepared to, think about and reflect for the next year. So here's a vision board. And again, one of the quotes and one of the tags. And then this page is kind of fun. So here, what areas do you want to focus on this year? So they are blank, right? And then on the page, another page, I have these words, so there's a bunch of choices. So maybe these are the areas you want to focus on. And then I also provide, I glued mine in a little crooked, but I also provide more squares that you can add. So maybe there's other things that I didn't have titles for that you can also add. Or maybe you have more than 6 things that you want to work on. And then there's more prompts. There we go. So lots of prompts. And then here's another envelope that I just added into my book. And in here it holds my other fussy cut items. And that's the back of my journal. And at the back of the journal there is this quote that says, that dream was planted in your heart for a reason. And that's Joel Osteen. I just thought that was a really pretty quote. So that's at the back of the journal. All right, so let's take a look at the pages, not in the journal. So you get a cover page. Here's that cover without the numbers, and there's the quote. And here they are, not in the journal. kind of flip through them since we kind of saw them in the journal. And here's the page that I was talking about without the labels. And I thought the color palette was really nice for kind of a reflection, you know, soft and kind of mellow. And then here are the numbers. You have 2022 and 2023, so you can use this again if you want. And then there's lots of quotes. And then even more quotes. And so here on this page, here's the extra boxes. And here are all the different labels if you want to use those, or like I said, you can write in your own. And here's the page of fussy cuts. And then there's the background pages. So there's 5 background pages. Here's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can mix and match, right? Because there's 8 actual journal pages, so you can mix and match your background pages to go with printing on the back, if you know, however you want to do that. Or you can leave it blank as well. The one thing when you're putting it together, the cover, in order for it to be on, you know, the front like this cover page will go out, right? And then you can print on the back, and then same thing. This next page would go like this. This is actually page 8, but I just wanted to kind of point that out. And then we also have the, I call it the blank version. So this one doesn't have any text. This is more like a traditional, you know, journal kit. And I think it was in the Facebook group, someone was mentioning that they would like less decorated pages. So I think this journal kit is perfect for that. Not that they're not decorated, but this one, I feel like it does give you a little more leeway if you want to, you know, do more of your own stuff. But I guess not. I guess all the pages are decorated, so I don't know. But here are all the pages without the text. I just love yellow and blues and greens together. You also get the quotes and the fussy cuts. And then you also get to the background pages. It's the same thing. This one has 8 journal pages and 5 background pages. The one page that I didn't add to the kit was the one with the squares, because I figured, you know, you don't really have the prompts, so it might not really make sense. All right, so there is the one without the text. And then the last kit is the envelope and tag kit. So here is one of the tags, and there's lots of extra goodies. Again, these buttons, you can use your 1-inch hole punch, or circle punch, I mean. And here's your other envelope with more fussy cuts. And then there's several pages of tags. So you have 3 large tags here. And 3 more tags. And like I like to do, I make those into smaller versions of the tags. So you have them in the small version as well. And again, this is a separate kit, just because I didn't know for people who would be, you know, wanting the words, if they probably want some tags to go with it, or if you didn't want the words, or vice versa. So that's why I kind of made it separate. And again, these are the fussy cuts, and I just added them to the front. All right. Again, I'm going to come back after Christmas and start working on my my aspiration and reflection journal. And I hope you join me. And this will be in my shop. And I think it's either part of the Cyber Monday sale, or I put it as a separate, there's probably a separate sale. But anyway, it is on sale. One thing I wanted to mention is that this kit in particular with the prompts would make a really fun gift to give to someone who, you know, likes to reflect and think about their year. I think it's not a difficult journal since it's a single signature journal. You know, like I made this out of a file folder, the cover with some fabric. I think this would be a great little gift that you could tuck into like a gift bag or, you know, with a gift card or something. I just think it would make a really sweet gift. So anyway, I just want to put that out there as well. All right. Have a wonderfully crafty day. Bye-bye.